80 trillion of hidden swaps just revealed, guys. 80 trillion of hidden swaps just revealed. All right, Thomas James, the squinty motherfucker. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Today I want to talk about the $80 trillion, yes, trillion with a T, of illegally hidden swaps that have just been revealed, and how these swaps pose a massive risk to financial stability during the current crash. If
By
these
the way,
short swaps turn toxic, which they
does
already
anybody
have,
believe that
it's
this
likely
guy
to
actually
cause a
knows what a
massive
fucking
all-out
swap
crash,
is?
a giant wave of liquidations,
Seriously.
and the AMC squeeze. So stay tuned and let's make some money. And now I want to dive straight in with the key information. So, Gold Telegraph tweeted saying, breaking news. The Bank for International Settlements is warning that pension funds and other non-bank financial firms now have more than $80 trillion of hidden off-balance sheet dollar debt in the form of swaps. The Bank for International Settlements is saying this hidden off-balance sheet debt is now sitting at $80 trillion, and it creates a blind spot for those regulators that they didn't know about until now. Its main warning concerned what it described as the swap debt blind spot that risked leaving policymakers in a fog. It says the $80 trillion plus hidden debt estimate exceeds the stock of dollar treasury bills, repo and commercial paper combined. Treasury bills, repo, and he said that's the dark room in which unsettled synthetic shares and FTDs in AMC and GameStop and other such assets are packaged into swaps as liabilities to hide them away from the public and the regulators. He said 80
Where's the proof of that? How do we know? How do we know that? Unsettled synthetic assets in AMC, GME, and other such assets are packaged into swaps as liabilities to hide them away from the public view and regulators. I mean, that just sounds like ridiculous. Who actually believes this shit?
$80 trillion of debts held by banks, brokers, hedge
Ridiculous.
funds,
Come on,
and other
dude.
financial firms. Now, I do think it's important to make it clear
I mean,
that
one fucking person downvoted this video. One person out of. Oh my God.
it's not $80 trillion exactly of AMC synthetic shares. That would obviously mean there's 1 or 2 trillion synthetic shares, which I don't think is the case. However, I do think, say, the float is sold 10 times over, which is 5 billion.
No, it's not. How can the float be sold 10 times over? What does that even mean? Even if it were, that wouldn't mean that there's billions of synthetic fucking shares. Like, learn how shorting works. But this whole narrative is based on the fucking delusional, lazy belief. It's literally a right-wing conspiracy belief, okay, that there are fake shares. It's literally from the GOP and Donald Trump and QAnon. I'm telling you, it's a QAnon talking point.
Synthetic shares at a rate of $40 per share is around $200 billion of AMC synthetics. But on top of that $200 billion in AMC synthetics, you've got another $200 billion in GameStop synthetics and many, many more billions in other synthetic shares created across the entire market. Now, you've also got other forms of swaps like interest rate swaps and FX swaps as well, and the total of all of these swaps is $80 trillion. A large portion of this 80 trillion.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with these meme stocks. I mean, dare I go look it up? Might have to. But I mean, come on.
It's going to be short swaps on equities or short swaps on stocks. But don't forget, there's also other kind of swaps like FX and interest rate swaps as well.
Those are the ones that it probably is.
In saying this $80 trillion is the total value of AMC FTDs and AMC total return swaps and other total return swaps and FTDs that
you know what? Sorry, I interrupt this grifter. And interrupt that grifter. Charts to watch from Maverick of Wall Street.
Right.
Let's see what he has to say.
Today is Monday, December 5th, and this is a charts to watch update. These are charts that we covered in the past few weeks or so. And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to go back and play what I said when I covered these charts initially, and then come back and give you an update.
Get ready.
Sounds like a plan? All right, let's do it. We start with the ticker AMC. Take a look. And here's another chart we haven't talked about in a long, long time. Any apes still alive? Raise your hand. And if you're still alive, I got some good news for you in the daily chart for AMC. It looks like we have a bull flag consolidation pattern. It's supposed to play out. And if it does play out, take your profits and run away. Take your profits and run away indeed, because look at this. Since then, AMC popped significantly higher by about 22%. Now you get this kind of gain in this kind of market, and you know what the strategy is. Always be closing, because if you don't, check out what happened today. AMC from that point on down about 19%. All of these gains, poof, gone. So the lesson of the day is, once you make significant profits in a short amount of time, specifically buying call options, you close the trade, you take your profit, and you thank the Lord, and you move on. Next, what about the ticker AMZ?
Okay. Yeah, there we go. I just happened to see that, so I'll pop over there and check that out. Let's see. AMC short squeeze likely coming soon, the street says. Really? The street. The street. Oh, great. This guy. Now I get all kinds of shit, okay, for not having video of myself on my videos, right? You can't see me. But what you know my name. My name's right on my channel. So what's worse? Being able to see somebody whose name you don't know, like this guy? Why would you want to see him anyway? Or knowing who somebody is, but not being able to see them. I would say it's better to know who somebody is and not be able to see them than to see somebody and not know who they are. That's just my opinion.
Hi friends, welcome to Stocks and Crypto.
I love this
Today
channel.
I'm talking to you about AMC stock. And before we get started, please hit like, please hit subscribe, please add notifications at the end, share the video with a friend. So today, off exchange volume was 57% of the total shares traded, which is 16.2 million shares. On the New York Stock Exchange, there was only about 2.5 million shares traded. So as you can see, they continue to do most of the trading off exchange, and that's where you find the real price of AMC. And we all know it's significantly higher off exchange.
Really? Okay, let's check it out. Market Chameleon. We can see the off exchange VWAP. This will be fun. All right. Symbol AMC Entertainment Holdings. Let's see. It's under price action, historical data. I forget exactly. Here we go. Here we go. Trading hours, VWAP. Dark pool trades. Okay. We make this bigger. Dark pool trades. 59% of the total volume today over the past 20 days. The average dark pool volume has been 0%. Okay, whatever. The VWAP price for only the dark pool trades is $7.92. $7.92. Well, what is the, by the way, what a shit stock. COSM. Fuck. Wow. Horrible. 745 for AMC. 792. Well, I guess he's right. The dark pool price is higher.
The other
What's
thing
up, Manny?
I'm talking to you about today is the short interest. There's 111 million shares being shorted right now, according to FINRA. Short interest at 21%, and we're close to about 3 days to cover, 2.68 days to cover. Off exchange short volume ratio at 45%. Off exchange short volume at 8.7 million shares. This is all according to FINRA. The other thing I'm talking to you today is about the buzz for AMC. Yes, AMC price action was down today, which is irrelevant. These are the prices the market makers are using to manipulate your mind. They let it go up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little. Like they're playing games with you. They want you to feel hopeless. They want you to feel like nothing's going to happen with AMC.
Well, I don't even know where to start with that. I mean, god damn. This guy belongs in
See,
fucking
yes,
jail.
AMC price action was down today, which is irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
These are the prices the market makers are using to manipulate your mind.
Manipulate your mind. Wow, the nerve on this
They
asshole.
let it go up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little. Like they're playing games with you. They want you to.
Not really. Not really, dude. Because look, let's go intraday. Yeah, it went down 8% today. So up a little, down a lot. The fuck?
Feel hopeless. They want you to feel like nothing's going to happen with AMC. They want to lull you to sleep. And then all of a sudden you're going
I made money on AMC today, actually. Closed my puts.
to wake up and at 10 a.m. AMC is going to squeeze and it's going to run like crazy and you're going to wonder what the heck just happened. But that's how it works, friends. That's how it happened with Overstock and that's how it happened with Tesla. And those two companies are the whole reason for the T plus 90. And the T plus 90 is getting ever closer, friends. I'll be doing an updated video on that soon. Remember to hit like and subscribe and add notifications.
I mean, I hate to break it to you, but that's completely irrelevant here. I mean, okay, whatever.
So yesterday on Twitter, AMC squeeze was trending. It was hashtag AMC
Oh, wow.
squeeze.
It was trending on Twitter.
So
can you believe that, Manny?
The retail community is there. It's the excitement on the social media is there, but you have to keep in mind the market makers control the price right now temporarily, but the clock is ticking. So it's
no, they don't. That's not how it works. Market makers. Oh God, I can't believe that. I mean, obviously I can, but what the fuck?
It's important that every day you don't get too excited from a 10% increase or too upset for a 10% decrease because those numbers are irrelevant. Keep that in mind, friends. So
no, they're not. That's literally the price you could buy or sell the fucking stock at. That's literally the price that it's trading at. How is it irrelevant? Because you don't like it? Because you don't believe it? Because you think it should be higher? No, it's not how it works.
The ortex data. Let me talk to you about the ortex data.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's always been useful.
From the ortex data. But first, I'll just give you some basic numbers. We're looking at 21% estimated short interest right now.
Who cares?
On ortex.
You want to know something that's irrelevant? You want to know something that's irrelevant? Here you go, right here.
Cover percent free float on loan is 23.38. Days to cover, days to cover were 2.54 on ortex, which is very similar to the FINRA. Very similar. We're at what, 2.68 on the FINRA. So
oh my God.
What else did I want to mention to you here? Okay, the main thing that I wanted to mention to you from ortex is this: the utilization. Just 7 days ago, we were at 80% utilization of the short shares, but right now, currently, we're at 100%. So all the shorts available to use to short AMC are being used. We're at 100.
That's literally not what that means per ortex. And you're like, what, 10 months late or something? It's been 100% for months, bro.
100% utilization.
What the hell is this guy talking about?
AMC.
Wow, that's news.
That was the same case on Friday and also on Thursday. So that's 3 trading days in a row now. We've been at 100% utilization shorting AMC shares. So you know what's going on. You know they're trying their best to short AMC, but the time is running out for the short. The liquidity is drying up and they are running out of time. So stay positive, friends. I hope that you all have a great day. I will be back again with another video. I will be watching for any very vital details or changes to report to you.
And well, have a cerveza for me, okay? I don't drink, so have 2. Have 2. Have 3. Oh, boy. Okay. So Oh, it's been a minute. It's been a minute on this guy.
Holy smokes, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. So first, we're going to start off with reading this. Was FTX being used to manipulate the price of AMC stock? This is going to bring us into the next thing, and that is a brand new website reporting a tokenized stock on AMC.
Oh, great.
We talked about this being used to suppress the price of AMC.
Wall
this
mine.
records a 923
Oh my God.
billion market cap for AMC, which would mean, right, just if you were to take it as all of these stocks are synthetic shares, this would mean AMC's price is currently trading at $1,764. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, all I ask in return for this video is for you to hit the subscribe button. It is free, and we have to touch on phase 6.
Oh, it's free
banks,
to subscribe.
AMC's
Cool.
chart, ortex numbers, and a little bit of extra DD that we have lying around. So without further ado, consider hitting that like button and dropping a comment down below. Let's get into it. Exactly what everybody is talking about, and it's BIS warns of 80 trillion of hidden debt in FX swaps. The Bank for International Settlements, BIS.
Well, there's the 80 trillion that Thomas James was talking about that said that was meme stocks. So yeah, I thought it was FX
has
swaps.
warned that pension funds and
God.
other non-bank financial firms now have more than 80 trillion of hidden off-balance sheet dollar debt in the form of foreign exchange swaps. They saw funding squeezes during both the global financial crisis and again in March 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic wrought havoc that required top central banks like the US Federal Reserve to intervene with dollar swap lines. The 80 trillion plus hidden debt estimate exceeds the stocks of US Treasury bills, repo, and commercial paper combined. The BIS said while the churn of deals was almost 5 trillion per day in April, 2/3 of daily global FX turnover. For both non-US banks and non-US
Clearly, this means that it's going to squeeze.
Dollar obligations from FX swaps are now double on their balance sheet dollar debt.
Imagine being one of these uneducated fucking fools and you see something like $80 trillion and you literally think that it's somehow related to your shitty fucking non-existent short squeeze play. I mean, seriously, how fucking ignorant do you have to be?
It estimated. Missing dollar debt from FX swaps / forwards and currency swaps is huge, the Switzerland-based institution said, describing the lack of direct information about the scale and location of problems as the key issue. Now this is interesting.
Call Marco Metzler.
It's estimated that 2.2 trillion worth of currency trades are at risk of failing to settle on any given day due to issues between counterparties potentially undermining financial stability. The amount at risk represents about 1/3 of total deliverable FX turnover and is up from 1.9 trillion from 3 years earlier when the last FTX survey was carried out. FX trading volume also continues to shift away from multilateral trading platforms towards less visible venues, hindering policymakers from appropriately monitoring FX markets. So foreign exchange trading is shifting away to platforms that are more hidden from being monitored and regulated. Sounds fishy, right? The bank's head of research and economic advisor described the recent crypto market problems such as the collapse of the FTX exchange and stablecoins Terra, USD, and Luna as having similar characteristics to most banking crashes. Now, I read through this article about counterfeiting stock and everything you have to know about short attacks, and this is exactly what's happening with AMC's price. You have true supply,
Oh
true
my
supply
God.
plus disclosed shorts, and true supply plus all short shares, and this is essentially what it does to the demand curve, and the demand curve is infinitely elastic and it constantly moves. I'm going to leave this article link down below in case you guys do want to take a
Yeah,
look
Pete
into it.
Pettit,
But we are
literally,
talking about
literally convicted fucking securities fraudster. Of course you're gonna put the article that he wrote. The guy was literally convicted of securities fucking fraud.
the phase 6 initial margin requirements,
Which all these
which
clowns
essentially
should
kicked in
be.
September 1st. But again, these swaps, these agreements have expiration dates. They can be 3, 6, 9, 12 months before they actually kick in. But take a look at this. In September, we saw phase 6 come into effect on derivative trading, but that's smaller potatoes now. We're moving towards the head honcho, final boss of leverage and capital requirements on global systematically important banks. Take a look at this
so
right
phase
here,
6 wasn't it?
2023 revised exposure definition,
Oh my
GSD.
God.
Buffer. And he says, if you don't believe me in its impact, just take a look at the implementation that started beginning of 2022 and then look what happened to the markets. Day 1 of 2022, the market began tanking. 2017 reforms implementation date, January 1st, 2022. All of these kicked in.
This is what happens when you... This is what happens when you have no education, okay? This is ignorance on display.
2022, the S&P 500 has collapsed dramatically. So
yeah, it's because of that. It's because of the fucking swaps.
Now let's move on to a little bit of ortex numbers. So AMC estimated...
No, not doing it. Not doing it. Let's see. We got some help here. Here we go. Ready for this one? Hey, what's up, man? This is Frankie.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Frank. Let me say I'm not a financial advisor. Anything that I say in this video should be used for entertainment purposes only. Whatever I say in this video is my opinion. It may not necessarily be factual. Don't let what I say in this video be the determining factor as to whether you should buy, sell, or hold a stock. I'm just an entertainer on YouTube. I see for those that's in COSM, man, short squeeze play. I see it's up in the pre-market. I think it's 6 to 8 cents. Look, man, after you've done your own DD, you've done your own research as far as that short squeeze play is concerned, and you just need somebody, man, to help like navigate you through the short squeeze play. My thing is, man, check out somebody like a Tony De Niro, somebody like Teddy Zane, somebody like John Wick Sniping, or somebody like Moon Market. Somebody like that these plays, man, all the time. They're gonna show you, man, if they get into play a lot of time, they'll tell you when they get out of play. You can see that they actually got money invested in those plays and those short squeeze plays.
Yeah.
Instead of just listening to somebody, man, that's behind a dark screen that never shows their position, but they moving you from one play to another. You don't really know what's in their portfolio, because that's one of the fastest ways for you to lose money. So, man, check out those guys, man, if you're in those type of plays. But check this out, man. When it comes to our short squeeze play, we said that we wanted to go to war with billionaires.
That is a fucking stupid thing to say.
Hedge funds. We said that we wanted to go to war with Wall Street. None of us knew just exactly what that would be like. You see what I'm saying, man? We didn't know that the powers to be would turn around and turn their back on us, that wouldn't help us, and when they supposed to. You know, we didn't know that these hedge funds and short sell.
You didn't? You didn't know that Wall Street was not your fucking friend. You didn't know that they would just lay down and hand over generational wealth to you. You didn't know that, really.
Sellers would engage, in my opinion, the type of criminal activity they have engaged in. You know what I'm saying, man? We didn't know that institutions and banks, they would be able, in my opinion, man, be willing to commit criminal activity and fraud just to make sure that these 1%ers don't get a margin call. We didn't know that we would have major influences that was in our short squeeze play would get out of the short squeeze play, but not only get out of the short squeeze play, they'll turn around and they turned around and tried to destroy the short squeeze play and push a lot of us out of the play. But here's what I'm proud of when it comes to the diamond hand apes and the AMC retail investors. Normally, when people are trying to do something that's significant, something great, the very thing that
something
makes
great. Listen to the grandiose fucking narcissism on display here. Wow.
When they run into things that they're not prepared for. Even after going through,
you are doing something great, Frank. You're changing the world.
About the blue. Look, man, we never quit. You see what I'm saying? We persevered and we still in the short squeeze play.
Yeah. So and how much money have you fucking lost? Like, why are you proud of this? What is wrong with these people? 0 viewers.
You know, I'm proud of the apes, man, you know, just because we stayed in the short.
Yeah, I'm proud of you guys. You guys are great. You guys are fucking exemplary bag holders.
And I know, you know, we've been in this short squeeze play longer than a lot of people anticipated, longer than I anticipated we would be in this AMC short squeeze play. You know, and the month of December, it's a special month for a lot of people. A lot of people like to spend time with their family. You know, me as a Muslim, we don't celebrate no holidays, but I know this is a special month for a lot of people. A lot of people like to spend time with their family, like to eat with their family. They want to buy things for their family. They want to do things for their family in the month of December. And I know it sucks and it's painful, you know, to have all your money tied up in a short squeeze play, or not to be able
All
to
your
get the
money.
money that you thought you would get from the short squeeze play so you can do something special for your family. But this is the time, man, when you got to make a decision as to whether you want to continue or whether you want to quit.
Whether you want to
My
kill
thing
yourself.
is, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would say don't let these billionaire hedge funds, the devil, and the market make a man. Don't let them punk you and make you quit. Don't let them break you. You see what I'm saying? Because the pain that we're feeling from not getting our money from this short squeeze play is
You're not ever
temporary.
going to get your money.
But if we
You're never
quit,
going to get your
or
money
if you
back.
quit,
Your money is fucking gone forever. What is so hard to understand about that? You lost your chance. You squandered it by listening to these clowns. You're never getting that money back. Never. It's gone. It is gone. You're never going to get paid. And this is not a short squeeze play.
it's permanent. And then when the short squeeze play kick off, then you're gonna be upset, man, because you didn't stay in the short squeeze.
People have been saying that since last fucking April. I'm sorry, April of 2021. Oh, if you get out now, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. They said that. They've been saying it ever since March or April of 2021. I mean, that only works for so long. At some point, you have to realize that you're wrong. These are the most stubborn fucking people I have ever seen. Holy shit.
And see, this is the time when you
What a
really need to
joke.
tap into your why. Understand why you got in the short squeeze play.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm
Remember your
saying?
why. Remember your why.
And your why
Jesus.
will push you through when you actually want to quit the short squeeze play. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, man, if you quit, you quitting on yourself and you quitting on your family. And see, yeah, we've been in this short squeeze play for almost 2 years now. And we've invested a lot of money in this short squeeze play. And you're gonna have
Foolishly.
people, man, that's looking at you like you're crazy. They're gonna be calling you crazy. They're gonna be saying that the play is not gonna run. That's when you gotta have conviction, and the conviction to get you through all that and tune out all the negativity when it comes to our short squeeze play. Because here,
Okay. Negativity. Um, okay, sure. But you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic. They're not being realistic.
here's the thing: if we don't quit, man, the victory is coming. All we gotta do, man, is don't quit. You see what I'm saying? And the game is not over until we win. And what I mean when I say we win,
What? No.
we get paid and we get
The game is over and you lost.
life changing money. That's what I feel like winning is. And see, this play is so big, it's so massive. You got so many people involved in this short
How do you
squeeze
know
play.
that?
Probably about 10 million people.
Yeah,
So,
right.
man, they have to plan to be able to pay us in this short squeeze play.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Oh my God. They have to plan to be able to pay us. No, they don't. Jesus
And I
Christ.
personally feel like I ain't no financial advisor,
No shit.
but I personally feel that they've been cashing up the entire time to be able to pay us.
Well, that's because you want to believe that, you dumb fuck.
But man, we just got to
Holy
be
shit.
relentless and we got to stay united in order for us to get paid. That's the way I feel. And I'm gonna say this, man.
Well, there's your problem right there. You're going off of the way you feel. Let me tell you right now, your feelings are not fucking facts. They are not facts. They are feelings. And they can be true feelings. Yes, for you. Yeah, you feel that way. It's the truth for you. But that's getting into the realm of alternative facts. Your feelings don't change the way things are. Your feelings do not change the objective reality here. In fact, it makes it worse. Oh my God.
I'm gonna say, but the thing that really pissed me off is that I'm just
Lynn, you missed you didn't miss much. My connection is shit. These people are absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm glad you're here though.
upset because we had to go through so much politics and so much BS in order for us to get paid. But these 1%ers,
But you didn't get paid yet. You didn't fucking get paid yet. What are you talking about?
were able to steal money, take out
Jesus.
money with ease, man, and nobody tried to stop them. So that's the thing that be pissing me off when it comes to our short squeeze play. But I'm gonna close with this. If they move the buy button in our short squeeze play,
Exactly,
I'm not gonna
Lynn.
be upset about it. Some people probably be upset, but I'm not gonna be upset about it. My thing is, as long as banks, institutions, and hedge funds can buy and close out their positions, as long as we can sell, I'm good, man. I don't care. We already got 5 to 10 million people in the play anyway. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I say I don't care, man, if they move the buy button, here's the reason why. And it may be selfish. My thing is, man, we got people in the community that have been talking about the apes like a dog. Talking about, man, us holding, how bad it is, talking about the stock, talking about the short squeeze play like a dog. But those individuals gonna be some of the same ones when they see the play get ready to rip and they want to jump in the short squeeze play. And I personally don't feel like, man, they should have the
This
opportunity
is
to
the
be able to do
stupidest
that.
fucking shit I have ever heard. I don't care if they take the buy button away. Motherfucker, you will care because he doesn't fucking realize. The only reason that there would be a short squeeze is because there would be massive buying. The price would have to go up before a short squeeze. If you can't fucking buy, price isn't gonna fucking go up. You fucking dumb motherfucker.
That's why
Holy
I hope when
shit.
our play run, it just runs out of nowhere. Nobody don't see it coming. And when it start running, those people, man, that try to get in the short squeeze play, try to buy some shares, I hope they're not available because it ain't no shares anyway. I just hope it's a closed party
I can't wait until this guy loses
and
everything.
they not able to get in the short squeeze play because they don't deserve to get in the short squeeze play.
They don't deserve to get in the short squeeze play. Holy fucking shit. What a judgmental fucking asshole. And he sits there, oh, as a Muslim, we don't celebrate holidays. What a fucktard.
Because some of them
You
are
are a
the
fucking idiot.
same people that
You don't deserve to have life-changing fucking wealth. What a piece of shit.
tried to do
Oh
something to
my
hurt the
God.
short squeeze play, or they were being negative about the play, and they shouldn't be able to get into play. And my thing, this is another thing. Just remember, man, when our play squeeze, when that price start going up, the thing is, if they not closing out their position, they not closing their shorts, they not covering, there's no reason for me to sell. In my opinion, nobody else either. Simply because of the fact that a lot of it is just FOMO. Just because
Yeah, but you just said that they're going to take the fucking buy button away. Okay, anyway, beyond that, how would they know that the shorts have covered and closed their positions? Because shorts are covering and closing their goddamn positions every day, and they don't believe it. They don't believe it. Shorts haven't covered. Shorts haven't covered, right? So why would it be any different? The shorts in their mind will never cover. They don't believe it. They don't believe that shorts have been covering. Okay. How are you going to know? And you're going to believe it?
the
Okay.
price is going up, there's no need to sell, man. You got to understand We got in this
Just because the price goes up, that's no reason to sell. Well, you're a shitty fucking trader then.
play for life-changing money, for a transfer of wealth. Thank you for taking
Not gonna
time out to
happen.
watch the video.
Not gonna happen, bro. It is not gonna happen. It will never happen. You will never be rich. You will never be rich. Motherfuckers like that will never be rich. I'm sorry. They just won't. He will never be rich. Sorry. Better go back to the police department, Frank.
Hello, Ape and Apettes. I hope you're all doing
This
well.
clown.
I was flicking through my subscriptions and I saw Donahue, and he was talking about
Great.
how high AMC stock could go. And I was just thinking about it. And when you think about supply and demand and the necessity of a thing, you then can essentially factor in what the value of something is. And that varies a lot based on how much it's needed by any individual person or institution. If you take something as simple as a pen, we don't perceive these as terribly valuable. This is a simple Arteza pen. I like these. I use these to draw and I use these to write and take notes. It's probably valued at like $3. It's a slightly nicer pen. And I'm sure there's people out there that have like $200 pens. I'm not spending that much on a pen. But you just think about it and say to yourself, okay, how much is a pen worth? Well, not very much, because they keep producing pens endlessly. There's just a bunch of factories producing pens, so there's plenty of supply in relation to the demand. But what if something happens and the factories get turned off, and now there's a finite supply of pens? And then time goes by and more pens dry up and they don't have anything. And then sooner or later, you have a limited supply of pens, and you have companies that need to sign contracts, and you have to sign a contract with a pen. If that contract's for $10,000 and you need a pen, and pens are in short supply, I mean, $100 out of a $10,000 contract is not a tremendous amount of money.
Well,
but that's $100 for this cheapo pen. It's still not a better pen. It doesn't make better lines. It doesn't have more ink because you give me $100 for it. It's still just a cheap pen. But you're going to pay me $100, because if you don't pay me the $100, you won't be able to get the contract signed for $10,000.
What a great
so you can make
analogy.
the pen worth more in that manner. And then what if it's a $10 million contract? You wouldn't think anything about giving somebody, if you can't sign that contract without a pen, and it's a $10 million contract, I could probably sell this pen to you for $100,000. Because the question is simple. Are you willing to lose $10 million in order to save $100,000 on a pen? Or are you going to spend $100,000 on a pen to make $10 million?
How
I think most people are going to spend.
I can't wait for the AMC analogy here.
$100,000 on a pen to make $10 million. But let's add a little bit more to that.
They must be paid actors, but boy, they are bottom of the barrel paid actors. I'll tell you that.
Let's say these big companies, these institutions, these big rich individuals have now come to tax season. And it's required by law, they have to file their taxes, and they need a pen to sign off on them. How much would they be willing to pay to not go to jail? How much do you think those people are willing to pay to not go to jail? When you can figure that out, you know how much a pen is worth. Hope you all have a good one.
Boy, that was fucking retarded. That was not good at all. Wow. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh, B. Hayes, my boy. Yes, sir. It's your boy, B. Hayes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's your boy B Hayes. Back
Ha!
guys. So let's go and jump right into it. Before we do that, watch out for spam, WhatsApp in the comments down below. Also, join VIP if you would like to do so for entry and exit of my plays.
VIP? Wait, he's got a fucking VIP now? Oh my God. Wow. Holy fucking hell. All right.
Down below with Webull and Robinhood, guys. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So AMC and the overall stock market, the end is near. We is approaching the end of this bearish market, guys. They doing everything they can. They panicking
End of
right
the
now
bearish
because
market.
I don't believe they plan work how they expected to work. As far as the COVID plan, all type of plans that they got for us. People is just waking up. People is thinking different. People is becoming entrepreneurs. People making money for themselves. Just like with TikTok, people becoming household names, like own personal brands. You can be doing anything in this world and you can make content on it, whether you cooking, cleaning, working at your job, whatever the hell you're doing, blowing up balloons, anything. You can do anything. Put it on TikTok, make a niche behind it, and blow up. That's why exactly one of the reasons they're trying to get rid of it. But anyways, as we know,
yeah, what is he talking about here?
And stormed into AMC, GME, took over the game. That's why they tried to manipulate it, and they did manipulate it, took out the buy button. That's why they did all these things, because people is becoming too powerful. And now we is at the end of this
thirsty alley,
and the market is about to be just taking candy from a baby. And, you know, people gonna be calling out stocks. It's gonna be fairly much. I ain't gonna say easy, because nothing is easy. Nothing that comes easy is not even worth having. But when the market is in a bullish market, all I'm saying is people will be calling out stocks, and it's already gonna be doing that, because that's what type of market we're going to be in, a bullish market. So majority of the stocks that be called out is just going to be green, guys. But you still need to have a strategy in the bull market, because even though a bull market is still going to be choppy, it's going to spike and come right back down. So you need to be able to be identifying that support and resistance in order to get in at the best price and sell at the best price. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at it, guys, see what's been going on. As we know, the market did come down today after having a positive week on last week. So what's happening? So stocks fall as investors ponder for the Fed's next move. So we know Feds will come out next week and raise interest rates again. Previously, they've been raising interest rates by 0.75 percentage points, guys. But due to common sense, like I told you guys, just like the market is making a false move right now, unless it's just trying to throw out stuff just so it can go ahead and close this gap. Because I told you guys, we already know Bitcoin come down to 10K. We know the market could drop 15-20%. That's the only way they'll try to throw out narratives to scare the market so that gap can close. Because other than that, the economy is looking back better. It's not, too crazy, but it's better. Meaning this wave is inflation have came down, gas prices drop. Companies have abundance of inventory, so they not taxing people how they was at first, how the car market was sky high, this, that, and third. They not realizing you ain't gonna be able to sell nothing. You raising the prices. I understand inflation is rising, so you gotta raise your prices. But then you had to think like, damn, I gotta drop my prices again, because can't nobody buy it. Ain't nobody got no money to buy it. And they definitely ain't about to buy it for this higher price. So now they got so much inventory, they have to drop the prices. Same thing with, all this stuff that's going on. Nike releasing, redropping shoes that supposed to be exclusive. When Nike drop a shoe and it's gone, it's gone. They've been doing restocks and redropping the pounders and all type of stuff, because they in the money shortage. Not a money shortage, they're rich, I know that. But as far as whenever you making $1 billion a month, and then all of a sudden now you only making 100 million, those guys, don't matter how much they got, they still need their numbers to make sense. And that don't make sense for them if their numbers drop like that, which it did. So anyways, we'll go ahead and take a further look at what's going on. The stock market dropped Monday from recent economic data that has cast too much doubt on the Federal Reserve's ability to move toward a pause in interest rate hikes. So the Dow fell 483 points today. The S&P 500 dropped 1.8%. The NASDAQ fell 1.9%. So let's go ahead and take a further look at what's going on, guys. So we know the Fed meeting is next week and is expected to raise interest rates. I was just telling you guys that next week they expect with Powell, because I told you guys it's common sense. We've seen what was coming down. Inflation has came down, and if inflation came down, there ain't no reason for the Feds to continue to be as aggressive as they were in the past, right? And
what?
They was to say that, that's how we'll just know without a doubt they just trying to harm the market, to harm retail investors, right? So he had to come out and say, oh, inflation came down a bit, so we could possibly be less aggressive with hiking interest rates on next month, which is December this month, and they would hike it interest rates by 0.5 percentage point instead of 0.75 percentage point. With that news being disclosed, that would help the market go up even harder on the last week and the week before. So as we know, guys, now, like I say, I'm peeping everything. It's hot and cold. They try to hot and cold. Just like before this, before I just said what I said. In the past, a few months ago, they done came out and said, they basically on and off switch, saying they're gonna be very aggressive, hiking interest rate. Then they said they're gonna be less aggressive. They're gonna cool, just hot and cold, to see what type of control that they still have over the market, guys. So as we know, like I told you guys, we basically is in the like this, like we basically like right here. You get what I'm saying? We know that we could possibly fall. Bitcoin could come down to 10K. We know the market could fall again. So it's like we won't even be shocked if that happens. But like I told you guys, it may not happen if the feds go ahead and come out and say they're going to be less aggressive with hiking interest rates and tighten balance sheets. They see that inflation may not be a problem going into 2023. They see it's coming down and it's going to stay down. I mean, not, stay down, probably rise back up just a little bit, but it's going to level out and consolidate, or not consolidate, but calibrate, just like the market. It's so choppy right now. Eventually it's going to calibrate. Then we're going to go off into a bullish market, doing the same thing we was doing in this bear market, but the opposite, creating higher highs and higher lows.
What the fuck?
Continue to climb. So you already know what to do, guys. Add your boy on Instagram at the B Hayes Show. Get in VIP. I love y'all. We out. And God bless you.
Wow. I don't even know. There's not. What can you even say? All right, what's this? I think they're all perma bulls because, they basically threw darts at a dartboard last year and made money. So they think they're anyway.
Kaylee, what do we got up next?
Next up is our Mint Mobile hotline question of the day. If you have a question and want to let your voice be heard on the show, go ahead and call the number on the screen. The number is 951-268-4259. And today our viewer is asking about AMC losing millions of dollars this past quarter.
Hey guys, I'm calling from California. I just saw a report that says that AMC lost about $270 million in this past quarter. And I myself work at a movie theater that's a smaller chain, but I know that my theater is losing about $70,000 a month these past few months when it's been slow. I'm wondering, do you think that this is just a slow period and we're going to recover from it? Or could this be something that has some long-lasting effects like the pandemic slowness had on the theater industry? Let me know what you think. Thanks.
All right, I recognize that voice. Adam Aron, you can't hide that from me. I don't know, John, do you think, have I screwed things up enough? Anyway.
But the meme stock.
the meme stock. Adam Aron's the CEO of AMC Theaters. Listen, that is a great question. That was a startling number, but a not surprising number to see that AMC lost $270 million. And I can't even blame it on the, buffoon-like incompetence of Adam Aron, who is the CEO of AMC Theater. I can't even blame it on him because it's not even him. When we've talked about this a lot in the last couple of months, you got to go all the way back to July since we've actually had a major tentpole film. I mean, Black Adam opened up. It didn't have the legs that a lot of people were kind of hoping it would have, but still, Black Adam opened. But that is a large
nobody cared.
window. And listen, it has nothing to do with comic book movies. Hollywood and the theater industry has always relied on the big blockbusters to fuel people coming in to see even the smaller films, right? That's always been the pattern, at least going back to the days of Jaws. That's kind of been the theatrical pattern. The bigger blockbusters, whatever kind of blockbusters they are, they drive people to the theaters, get people more into the movies. They go to some of the smaller films. There's a bit of a, even though I hate this phrase, there's a bit of a trickle-down effect when it comes to that. And we have literally gone months and months with zero high-profile tentpole films. We've talked a lot. It was like the second pandemic Hollywood has been for the movie theaters. There's just been no product going to the theaters. And so, not surprisingly, this quarter, the theaters have struggled, no doubt. I don't believe that has anything to do with, viewer behavior patterns or any systemic kind of issues we can see with movie going or any stuff like that. Like, I remember, in the heart of the pandemic, everybody wrote off that movie going was dead. And then as soon as movies came back, guess what? Some pretty big freaking numbers.
I honestly don't think that they did,
now
though.
We've gone months without anything.
The reason that they said that was because they were closed or they were open but people didn't want to go sit in a room in the middle of a global pandemic with 100 other people. I don't think anybody ever said that movie theaters were dead. Like, I don't know who said that. That's the narrative now, that movie theaters are not dead, but I don't think anybody actually believed that they were. I don't think they are. Now, having said that, is AMC gonna short squeeze? Why? Why would it?
Legitimate. To be honest with you, I really don't see this drought continuing much longer. We got Black Panther Wakanda Forever coming. Whether it makes 150.
Oh yeah, how much did it make? Let's see. I got the box office numbers right here. As a matter of fact, from earlier today. Let's see, where is it? It's before BAM. Here it is. Maybe. Let's see. Here we go. Oops. Whoops. There's BAM. Before BAM. So this is December 1st through 4th. This is all the films, I guess. Like 1.8 million, 4.8 million, 8 million, 5 million. Oh, death by elevator. Okay.
50 million or 200 million at the box office. Shortly thereafter, we got Avatar coming out. But here's the more important part, even more important than Wakanda Forever and Avatar, is that we sat down a while ago and we looked at the release schedule in 2023.
Oh,
it's packed. There's a lot of content. Like, it's hard to be, really successful as a vegetable stand if you simply have no vegetables to sell. And that is essentially the situation with the movie theaters right now. But the vegetables are coming. There's my new meme. The vegetables are coming. There is a lot of stuff, both in the big comic book genre,
comic books,
and
yeah,
non-comic book genre. There's some big, exciting looking films coming in 2023. And again, those are going to then fuel movie going as a whole. That's going to help the smaller films and stuff like that. And by the way, even in this lull, some smaller films like Smile, whoever would have thought Smile was going to crack $200 million? Nobody thought that. And so, like, we had
that film made sure that the losses weren't as big as they could have been.
With such a small budget. Also, one of the most brilliant viral marketing campaigns. You guys remember this for Smile? They actually hired actors to go to buy seats at Major League Baseball games behind home plate so the camera would see them, and they would just sit there.
They were so still, I thought they were cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, they would just sit there and hold this, and that was viral, cheap marketing, right?
No, I mean, this is not it. This is not why. Like, I don't think this is valid. Why? Because the company, there were previous periods where there were plenty of films for the pandemic. That's when the trouble started with this company. So I really don't see how it's the fault of not having movies. I mean, they knew that they were going to have movies. It's not like this was a surprise. They knew it. They knew exactly what was going to be coming out this year, last year. So why did they waste fucking all that fucking money on Wyckoff Mining, popcorn, all this shit, buying more theaters? I mean, when it comes down to it, yeah, if you're not going to have a product to sell, then why would you keep spending money? Why would you keep burning cash? Why wouldn't you try to conserve? Aron doesn't care. He made his money. He won't. It's my guess, my feeling that he won't be at AMC for another 2 years. But within 2 years, his ass will be gone. And then what will the apes say? Oh, well, he left so he can make the squeeze happen because he couldn't make it happen as a C. No, no. It's just, this dude is a film critic, producer, editor. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I have no clue who this is. Yeah, he has a big skew for movies to do well. That makes sense. But I have no clue who this is. I just clicked on it because Manny put it in the chat. So, yeah, definitely a bias there then.
They paid $300 for that seat for the actor to sit in.
Okay.
And it got national.
That's good. That's funny though. Let's see. Here we go with the what you call it? 181 million. It's total domestic 393 million. God, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Okay. Let's see what Charlie Munger has to say about this. Investophobia.
I want to ask you specifically about inflation. Are we looking at a prolonged decline in the markets because of inflation? Is inflation on the rise? And should we be concerned about it?
Inflation is a very serious subject. You can argue it's the way democracies die. When democracy dies in Latin America, inflation is a big part of it. So it's a huge danger once you've got a populace that learns it can vote itself money. If you overdo it too much, you ruin your civilization a lot. And so, of course, it's a big, long-range danger.
What's with these subtitles? That doesn't even look right. Boy.
Populace that learns it can vote itself money. If you overdo it too much, you ruin your civilization a lot. And so, of course, it's a big, long-range danger. If you look at the Roman Republic, even after they went to an empire with an absolute ruler, they inflated the currency steadily for hundreds of years. And eventually the whole damn Roman Empire collapsed. So it's the biggest long-range danger we have, probably, apart from nuclear war.
Is it something investors need to be worried about, specifically when it comes to growth stocks right now?
Well, I think the safe assumption for an investor is that over the next 100 years, the currency is going to zero. That's my working hypothesis.
The wealth of the world's 10 richest people, Charlie, doubled from 700 billion to 1.5 trillion during the pandemic. Is that something to be concerned about? Should the ultra rich pay more taxes? And even if you're okay with it, aren't you concerned about the widening gap between the rich and poor?
Of course, it creates tension. And the reason it creates tension, they're not really motivated by greed. They're motivated by envy. It's the nature of our species that we look around us at other people and are envious of them if they have more than we do.
Well, that's
and that envy is
soft way to put it.
That's the reason the laws of Moses said you couldn't envy the neighbor's wife, you couldn't envy the neighbor's land, you couldn't even envy your neighbor's donkey, which wasn't much of a farm animal, by the way. The old Jews were having trouble with envy, and we're still having it. It'll never go away as long as you have human beings.
Greed. Okay. Oops. Elon Musk just sent a major warning. God, finance news. Tech lost 7.4 trillion in 2021. In 2021? What is he
This is not
talking
financial
about?
advice, not legal advice for entertainment, educational purposes only, and everything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff. So you get videos, I put them out, see them things here, I'm analyzing that data. But like I tell every day, the data they release us is false. Listen, they want us to think that everything is fine.
You gotta love when somebody starts a video out. They want you to think. Who are they? What the fuck does that mean? They want you to think. God, brain dead as fuck.
Everything is not fine. The market is in chaos, and they are losing collateral. They're losing liquidity, and even though they try to hide it, the data that we find reveals a lot of the negativity in the market. And here's the thing. The data that they release is probably a lot worse than what they're releasing. Okay, they're saying that the tech industry lost $7.4 trillion in 1 year. Okay, that's absolutely crazy. Microsoft is down $700 billion.
So clearly he's talking about this year.
$600 billion.
Clearly he's talking about 2022, not 2021. But because he is a retard.
Rivian is down like 120 billion, but I didn't think Rivian was a good play anyway. I'm like, how could this new car company have a higher market cap than Ford, who's been in the game since the beginning?
Very true, Reed.
I'm not
Very
surprised
true.
with Rivian. But anyway, not one of the 15 most valuable U.S. tech companies generated a positive return in 2021. Think about that for a second. Not one.
What?
Not one of the top 15 U.S. tech companies generated a profit in 2021. What does that tell you about the state of the market? And not just that. Think about this. If they're the top 15 tech companies in the country, where did the bad actors, where did the hedges have their long positions? In these tech companies. This is where they were long at. Microsoft, Meta, Rivian, this where they were long at. And being that they've lost 70, 80% where they were long, and a majority of these shares were bought on margin, where are they at now financially?
That's a lot of fucking assumptions there, Buster. That is a lot of assumptions to be making. Well, what else can he do besides make assumptions?
These hedges, these bad actors, these co-conspirators, they are almost done.
You're a co-conspirator. You are literally a fucking co-conspirator. What a piece of fucking trash.
They'll be forced to
my
cover
God.
their short positions because the liquidity is almost gone. It's they like I like to say, they're hanging on by their fingernails. The liquidity's drying up, and they'll be forced to cover.
I fucking hate people like this.
AMC, GME,
oh God,
and the member stocks are gonna go to the moon. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe button on YouTube algorithm stuff, and tell me what.
Tell me what you think. Yeah, right. You don't want to know what I fucking think. You do not want to know what I think. It's probably too late. Better days are coming. That MOASS is just around the corner, and with it, some of the greatest exchange of wealth in the history of mankind. LOL. What is that supposed to mean? Jesus. These people are so ridiculous. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, not one top 15 tech company is profitable. I mean, you're going to need to have a source for that if you're going to claim that bullshit. What the fuck? What in the fucking shit? The short thesis is dead from this clown. Look at this guy. This guy with cool sunglasses. Boy, my connection sucks. Sorry, guys.
Ape and Apettes, I hope you are all doing well. I know it's been a little while since I uploaded. Tis the season. What can I tell you? It's a busy time of year. I really have had this on my mind for the last couple of days, and that's why I want to share it, because I've been looking at some people talking about it's never going to happen. This is a done thing. It's finished. It's over. They've won. Let's look at this logically, okay? We've got right now a big economy, the economy of China. They are barely holding on. You've got so much money that's been put there. You've got companies now talking about pulling out. Companies like Apple talking about pulling out because they have so many problems now with the virus over there again. You've got Wall Street losing liquidity left and right. You've got an economy that's...
Do they even know what that means?
Before. You've got retail investors who are still not selling, and this is causing big problems for the institutions. They need you retailers to sell, and you're not doing it.
False. Plenty of retail investors are selling. That is a false narrative. And retail investors don't own the majority of AMC shares anyway. They don't. Institutions own most of the shares. So it doesn't matter if you don't want to fucking sell.
You've got banks doing a record stockpile of gold and silver.
That's a good one, Reed.
And then you look at AMC, and you've got a company that's now invested in a gold mine that's producing gold and silver. You look at AMC, and you've got a company that is stepping into the popcorn market, which is a $36 billion a year market. If they get 1/36 of that market, that's an extra revenue stream of $1 billion a year. You've had Hollywood really stagger and slow the production of movies. And now they're really going to start churning them out. You've got big movies like Avatar, The Way of Water coming out. Wakanda already came out. Maverick came out. We had Spider-Man before that.
Yeah, we had all these movies.
Tons of money. Audiences are hungry to go to movie theaters. You've got Amazon, Netflix, I guess Disney Plus falls in the category, but Disney's always been there. And you've got Paramount Plus releasing content to theaters to recoup losses because they need theaters. Now let's think about that. On top of that also, let's not forget, you've had AMC expanding its number of theaters. It's a growing company. And their preferred company the other day had a 9-to-1 buy ratio, but yet the price still went down. What a scam. The amount of effort and energy it takes, and money it takes for them to continue to suppress that stock is astronomical. And yet, all the retail investors of AMC have to do is hold. And if they wish to, they buy. And which side of that equation, if you had to choose a side, and I would never tell anybody what to choose, I would never give people advice, but which side of that equation would you rather be on? Would you rather be on the equation that can be just sitting in their, I think, high-end Prius? It's used, but she's good. And do nothing, and they're beating down institutions?
That's not true. I mean, not... I thought you said you were going to look at it with fucking logic. And you're sitting there saying that you're sitting in your used fucking Prius and you're beating down Wall Street? How is that logical? That is not logical at all.
Or do you want to be on the side that has to pump and dump markets, manipulate stocks, create liquidity where there is no...
Hedge funds made record fucking profits in 2022 even. Citadel, their very own devil, Ken Griffin, made record fucking profits. Record profits.
No liquidity, spend millions or billions of dollars to just not lose. They're not winning. They're just not losing.
How are they?
Which side of that do you want to be on when you have such a fragile global economy and a black swan event could come at any time? I'm sorry. I don't believe in the short thesis anymore. To me,
Well,
the short thesis is completely.
when did you ever believe in the short thesis? You're literally a fucking AMC MOASS pumper. You're a dime a fucking dozen, by the way. You have no fucking skills. You're sitting here taking the easy way out, sitting in your used Prius, thinking that you're beating Wall Street, and you're telling people that all they have to do is hold. Meanwhile, this is what the fucking stock looks like. The stock literally looks like this. Yet somehow you're not losing. Somehow Wall Street is losing. I mean, it's laughable. It's beyond laughable. How can I mean, it's no wonder he has to wear those fucking sunglasses. I mean, I wouldn't want my eyes to be seen either. What the fuck? This is the dumbest shit ever. This guy is an adult. This guy is an actual fucking functioning adult. I'm sorry. I don't believe that.
Oftentimes it takes markets time to catch up with reality. And I think that's what I'm seeing when I look at AMC. As Warren Buffett says, buy wonderful companies at good prices. I think
AMC is not a wonderful company. How do you have? These people have no business sense whatsoever. None. Zero. If they actually believe this shit, they have zero business sense. And it really is not a surprise that they would blow their fucking money on something so stupid. And by that token, they deserve to lose it all. They do. They deserve to lose it all, and they will.
Company. And I think it's at a very good price. And you compare it to other theater chains, it is doing well. It is an innovator. They're expanding their reach. They're doing those new things with Zoom. That crazy stuff. I'd never even heard of that. The meetings market industry. I never even heard of that.
How's it going, by the way?
Into doing that too. And they're already.
This guy is this guy is a fucking shill. This guy is absolutely a paid actor. Who the fuck says that? Just like Al. The shit that they say is so outrageous. The only way anybody would say it, in my opinion, is if somebody told them to or paid them to do it. Zoom meetings? Really?
Off of that. So when I look at that, when I see the innovation, when I see the fact that they're expanding in a the gold mine was a left field move. That one.
What about the fact that they're not making actual profit? What about the fact that they are losing money every quarter? And that after a few more quarters of this, they'll be out of money. They'll literally be out of money. That doesn't matter to you? Ah, okay, right. No business sense.
But
the fuck?
It's a good move. It's a good move because as the economic times get worse, gold and silver just
Wyckoff mining, yeah, good move. Very good move.
Popcorn,
even though they literally cannot get the fucking gold.
There's an install base of millions of apes. We're all going to go out and buy it anyways. I'm only going to be buying AMC popcorn. I'm never buying Orville Redenbacher again or the blue box. I think it says pop on it or something. I don't remember what it says. I just always bought the blue box or Orville Redenbacher. I'm never buying any of those again. So that's a huge revenue stream. Where is this company going wrong? You have leadership that's focused on increasing the amount of cash flow the company has and cash on hand. Focus on bringing.
If they're focused on that, they're failing at it.
Down debt, increasing the fundamentals of the company. Doesn't this look like a wonderful stock or a wonderful stock at a good price?
No.
I'm sorry. They're just delaying the inevitable. The short thesis is dead. I don't believe in it anymore. At all.
You didn't believe in it before.
But when I actually sat down and thought about it.
No, because you're a biased fucking chill.
It's really a bad idea. I would never want to be on their side. They're in a bad spot.
What do you think about people shorting Apple? What do you think about the Apple short thesis? What do you think about the Tesla short thesis? I mean, If you're not going to short AMC, why would you short? You can't rationalize this shit. Grandiose narcissism on display. I'm telling you, this is ridiculous. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to do one more video, and then I have to go. But let's see. This looks good. How much I made in the AMC Ponzi scheme. It's from 1 month ago. CY Financials. Never heard of this channel before.
AMC stock will be one of the most memorable stocks I've ever invested in. But today I want to reflect back on the day AMC short squeezed and created one of the most well-known stocks in the market to ever short squeeze. But this was more than just a short squeeze. It is also known as one of the largest Ponzi schemes to ever happen in the stock market. And today I want to cover how much I made off one of the largest Ponzi schemes ever in the stock market. AMC, to some people, may have been a simple stock and was just a normal short squeeze. And to me, being a young investor, I still don't know the full story of AMC, but is to this day is known as a massive Ponzi scheme. But in my opinion, I think this was a crazy short squeeze, but there was a lot of manipulation and a lot of fraud and other things going on with the stock. Luckily, I was not part of that bad side of the stock. I was just a retail investor buying shares into the stock, so I was basically doing all this legally and legit. There was no fraud of me involved in the stock. I did everything legally and legit. But I want to cover basically how much I made. So this stock was one of my biggest gains at the time. And to me, I did not have a lot of money at this time investing in the market. I probably only had about $2,000 in this position. But to this day, if I reflect, I made almost 113% in returns on this stock. And you're probably asking, how much did this reflect to? How much did this make you? And I will get right into that. So I may have not made nowhere close to how much money some of these other people have made in the stock market and the retail side. I don't think I made anywhere close to some of these other big investors in AMC, but I made close to about, if I made 113% off my $2,000 investment, is around $2,260 off this AMC squeeze. And that's probably a small fraction to some of the other people that made well over millions of dollars off this stock. AMC wasn't as big as GameStop was, and in fact, a lot of people that got in AMC were hoping it would turn into GameStop, and we all kind of got caught holding the bag, so it didn't make as much as we were expecting to. If AMC did exactly like GameStop did, this thing could have made me probably life-changing money. And the reason why is I think this thing could have really gone far if it didn't get manipulated. There was lots of manipulation going on. GameStop, I think, kind of scared a lot of people from getting back into a stock like this. So AMC didn't have as much investors as GameStop did, and that's why I don't think it went as far. Again, I don't really follow AMC. I was not.
I mean, it went up 36 times.
I was like,
it was literally a 36x. What are you talking about? Went up 36x.
Getting in as a gamble, and if I lose my money, I lose my money. It's $2,000. I'm young. I'll make it back someday. I was not really expecting much, and I was not expecting this big as return. I was expecting maybe a couple $100 and I'm out. But I kept watching videos on YouTube, and I was just hooked to stay in and that this thing could go further. And if this thing goes to GameStop and I hold it to $300 a share, I could literally pay for college in one day. Like, my whole tuition for college could have been paid for. So I just held on tight, and I continued to grind out the stock and hold it. And I held it to 113%. I believe at one point I was up 150%. And I've kind of just buy holded it and took my profits out of 113% gain, which is very well. But I will say, to this day, AMC will be one stock I will remember for a while. It is literally like one of my first all-in risky kind of investments I ever did, and it actually paid off. Now, this did leave a dark side to kind of me getting into the market. I actually was starting to get more into the Wall Street bets community. I started getting greedy and trying to find the next short squeeze, and I'd buy into these companies that literally people were trying to pump, and they weren't going anywhere. For example, Vinco Ventures, Bed Bath & Beyond, and BlackBerry all were trying to be pumped like AMC and GameStop did, but they never did what they were supposed to do, and ended up with me making some big substantial losses. So I think AMC was a huge lesson to me to be careful with what you're investing in. This isn't going to happen to every Wall Street bets most mentioned stock. So I understand it, everything. It was a big wake-up call to me, and I got into more safer assets after that. I was done risking lots of this money into these risky stocks. This was a one-time deal, AMC, and I don't think this will probably ever happen again to any
one-time deal.
It all depends. We'll see what happens in the future, but for right now, I'm holding off on these risky assets. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today. I just wanted to kind of share a little bit of my story with the AMC stock, and how it was kind of my first massive short squeeze investments, and I just wanted to just kind of talk about, how much did I benefit from a Ponzi scheme, and of course, I did it legally, so we did it all right. We did all right. So we did all legit, and that's going to do it for today, though. I just wanted to share how much I made. It was
really don't hear this.
But it's something for me to look back onto. And anyways, that's going to do it for today. Hope you all enjoyed it.
Basically a responsible retail investor who made money on AMC and isn't holding it now. That's very, very, very rare. Very rare. So that's interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. I know I said that was the last one, but got addicted to the grift. But good job taking profits. At least he didn't become a grifter. That's a lot of these people. If you can't beat them, join them, kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, let's see here. BitBoy, this Marine guy. The AMC Ape share trap. AMC stock bankrupt. Bullish short. My God. Yeah, now we're back into yesterday. A video message. Okay, here's the here it is. Here's the last video. I got it. A video message to Sam Bankman-Fried from Al from Boston and the AMC shareholder community. Right? Perfect. Perfect one to end on. Thanks for coming into this stream, this short stream, this random short Monday stream. I appreciate it. Reed, it's good to see you, my friend. And Lynn and the other 3 people that are here. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being there. So, having said that, I will catch you guys later. But before I do leave, close this thing down for tonight, let's hear the video message to Sam Bankman-Fried from Al from Boston and the AMC shareholder community. Here we go. Oh, I can't wait. And I'll catch you guys later.
Hi, everybody. It's Al from Boston, and this is a video I'm making for Sam Bankman-Fried. Sam, how are you doing? I am making this video to invite you to come on to our show. We have a billion questions. We are all AMC investors and GME investors. We were in a stock place since the January 2021 run-up of AMC and GME, and we have some very damning, very interesting things that we have seen and we want you to put to bed. It's regarding the AMC tokens, and we are asking that you come on the show. We'll give you a list
of course.
Why didn't I? We'll pre-script it. We just
why didn't I realize that it was about that?
Done regarding AMC tokenization. What Almeida did, specifically Caroline Ellison, who, by the way, is now confirmed to be in Soho in New York City. West Broadway, in fact, and not in Hong Kong. And well, frankly, Sam, I'm curious to hear what you have to say about AMC tokenization, because here we have Mark Cuban. This is documentation that there is an ethereal wrapped Uniswap product, AMC, that was used to naked short sell. All right, we want to know about these things, Sam, and I want you to come on the show. All right, we're not going to abuse you. We're not going to be intrusive. We're not going to try to get you into any gotcha questions. We just want to get some answers. A lot of our people, right, regular folks, working class folks who are not as smart as you, who's not as rich as you, or anybody on that team, have put a lot of money into this, and a lot of our life savings, a lot of our children's college funds.
This is fucking pathetic.
Have to muster in order
to
get some value and to keep the movie theater cinemas open. Additionally, a number of American soldiers, all right, these are people that don't have the means. These are real working class poor folks, American soldiers, sailors, and Marines who have lost their life savings, now are forced to leave the military, leave their careers, trying to find another job. All right, we need some answers, Sam. And I hope that you're willing to hear us out, to hear our questions, to just come on and spend like 20, 30 minutes with us. It's not going to be like one of the space calls. It's just going to be a quick interview. You don't even have to be on camera. We just want to speak to you. It's our life savings. Help us. Show us that you care about your investors, because a lot of us are concerned that we are just been taken for a run by a hedge fund. Okay. And, you know, we just need you to get some answers for us, man. All right.
Wow.
My name is Al from Boston. I'm going to post this on YouTube. I'm going to post this on my Twitter account. I'm going to tag you in it, and you can DM me directly, or you can email me. Either is fine. And you should have already an email from me, not an email, but a DM from me with my contact information. You can call me. My government cell phone's on there. I just want to know what
your Obama phone
in terms of this AMC Uniswap and the tokenized coins. I just want to get a whole rundown from you and what happened.
Oh my God, he has no
clue. Like I said
before,
we are not in the business of trying to do gotcha questions and try to screw people over, or not like that. We just want to know what happened, specifically with Citadel Securities, Susquehanna, and all those folks that were using these tokens. We just want to get an answer from you. All right, so I hope this finds you in good health and good spirits despite what's happened, and I hope you'll be willing to come on the show. Take care. Bye-bye.
Wow, that was pretty pathetic. All right.